sparks Volibear can run at people. Those aren't the most reliable of tools to start off a fight, and I think the Gangplank ultimate from downtown is going to do quite nicely to help out Excel in the mid game, where finding their fights might be a little bit more difficult because they went for a more disengaged style support in the Braum as opposed to what Labrov is running, the Thresh, which is all about finding those fights.
Yeah, Excel's comp feels like a comp that if they get engaged on is very good at disengaging the fight, but as you say, they don't have that pure initiation themselves. What they could use is a Gangplank ultimate to zone out fights alongside the Shockwave. You actually have really good zone control in a team fight.
Bottom river, Excel will know exactly what he's up to, and Caedrel should be able to trade the ball.
Scryer's blue, right? You use that because
it blasts some Scryer all over
it blasts
the
vision
blue.
in the AoE in front of it. It's like, here, have some vision. Through an explosion of light and sound. Caedrel did know he was there. He's going to come up towards this top side. Cabochard looking to get the ward in the bush. The Thundering Smash is available. The stun comes out. Cabo's going to flash underneath this turret and manages to survive, but does have to burn that summoner. And Caedrel will find there are no Krugs here, but he can force Cabochard away. Does still have his flash. There we are, looking for the flash damage here. The channel comes out, but he's stunned out of it. And Caedrel will get first blood.
Okay. So remember when people wonder, like, hey, is Volibear actually good in the jungle? And the man just runs down the end of the world for Cabochard's lane himself. Now, while that solo kill was going on in the top lane, there was actually another interesting trade down bot side. So a lot of potions have been spent in this lane, and I'd love to see a visit there, but NG will be going towards mid.
Let's try and catch out Special. There's the pillar for the slow. Special does still have his flash. We'll look to get to the wall, and because NG doesn't know where Caedrel is, he has to back away. The trade continues in the bottom lane. The Vov has been pinged with the Winter's Bite. There's the stun from the concussive blows. Cleanse comes out from Torre, but they're turning it back onto Patrik. The Igniter's down here on Torre as he will limp back underneath this turret. Heal has to get used as well.
Wow, so lots of stuff going down there. That's what I'm saying. Like, if NG was down there, there very likely could have been some kills without vision, without potions, and now with so many of these summoners down, it's literally just flashes for these 4 players. So I'd love to see something with control for the time being. Labrov didn't want to actually team up with NG and, you know, cut into the river first. I think they're a little bit concerned about Volibear's just raw dueling strength early on. So as you can see, it is full river control at the moment for Excel, and unless Milica is able to move down here,
Is on his way. He's going to try and get hooked down. Labrov catches out Torre. Torre does have the heal. Going to use it early on for movement speed. Labrov with the lantern to get comp out of there. And a barrage coming out as well, but Excel are standing in it. Vitality able to shepherd themselves back into the jungle. Looks like they should escape for now. Caedrel still on the chase, looking to try and get onto NG. There's the Winter's Bite for the slow, but a good hook will stop the Thundering Smash. Caedrel will have that back off cooldown. Of course, if you're CC'd during Thundering Smash, you get it back straight away. And look to just steal away the blue.
Will they be able to, though? Because there's no smite on Caedrel, so it goes over to Milica somehow, as Caedrel was trying to combo that down with Special, but was left with just down, but they would just be like, this is a good game for us to lane swap. Should we not lane swap? Because
they're going to expect us to lane swap.
Are they thinking that?
Do they know that we know that they know that we know that they know that we might know that we're going to lane swap? It's truly though for an early Infinity Edge, which also I think the power of Ashe is her ability to control team fights, and although Infinity Edge gives you some more damage, having the extra attack speed really works well on her.
Yeah, I think, you know, when I was sort of looking at it, the idea is Essence Reaver, when you're going to be like the primary engage source, you're going to need that extra CBR. Blade the King otherwise. Blade also going to be very effective at kiting out a Volibear because his Q resets on hard CC. It doesn't reset off of slows, but we are about to see a potential fight break out. Milica does have access to the package. Ashe Arrow is going to be available.
And I think Excel will realize they can't really fight this one. Milica actually probably takes him a little bit further than he wanted to go here, just across the wall. Caedrel coming in, but he's stunned straight away with that Ashe Arrow. He's going to get pillared up as he jumps away with the Stormbringer. Vitality secure the Herald, and here comes, well, it's that was an English train because it didn't really arrive where it was meant to. In his back pocket as well, I believe. Later on today, we'll see Pinoy return to the stage as they face off, G2 face off against Misfits. And now with the Cloud Dragon.
Again, we look at the overall, you know, like forecast, I guess, for this game, and it's gonna come down to big fights around 3rd, 4th dragons, around, you know, a potential Baron buff later on as well, outside of potential split push options through Milica, because I think you look at the solo.
That is my assumption. There it goes. And Comp will try and be fun with these plays, but the issue is that XL are reacting well to this. Caedrel is just across the wall here, does have the Stormbringer, can get into this fight. Blast Cone is available to him as well, but the Rift Toad only gets a charge in, takes away a couple of plates. Saying that, two dog champs just hitting each other in the face, not really doing too much damage with their wet noodles, but Caedrel is trying to rectify the 1-0 scoreline as Labrov's actually going to check into him. Good control ward there, making sure that he didn't get spotted early on. Comp getting it locked down here. The flash lands and won't be there in time. TP comes in as Vitality want a little bit more of this action. It's Cabochard and Milica, and they're trying to catch out Patrik. Patrik played back, Ignite, and he's stuck in the box. The shockwave comes out, but a good hook from Labrov will catch out Torre as well. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane.
Yeah, both ADCs losing.
Two sitting on Caedrel, but as you say, wasn't used to its full effect. Caedrel, though, will use his smite to secure the Rift Herald, and because, of course, turrets take a huge amount more damage after plates fall, and Patrik will chunk that one away. It's going to be a 2,500 gold lead for, well, 2,300 gold lead for XL right now, and a pretty commanding position this game.
So here's the thing is, like, yes, the gold definitely in XL's favor. They've got themselves the Rift Herald too, so like in theory they're going to be able to use that to break a mid lane turret, and bot lane is very low too. So XL definitely in control of itemization and gold and whatnot, position to finding themselves an Infernal Soul. So the question for them now is, would they be actually on even enough footing to fight for that third Drake? Because right now it doesn't necessarily feel like it, you know, as Milica's still waiting to finish off that Trinity Force, and items looking very good for XL.
Cabo's just been locked up here. The shockwave comes out as well. He tried to go the greedy way towards the turret, and he pays for it with his life. That tower's going to fall as well as Patrik jumps forward. One more auto is enough. And yeah, that was not the best positioning from push in the lane. They can then come down towards this river and try and get vision control. What are we sitting on in terms of control wards? There's a couple in the inventory of NG, a couple for Labrov as well, so they should be able to deny any XL vision here for a while.
But here's the thing, even more important than wards are the items we're sitting on. And Milica feels great. He finished off his Trinity Force, he's got the stacked Mirror Mana, but then you look at what XL have, and you have, you know, the Stone Plate in the bot lane, Righteous Glory in the jungle, 2 items everywhere else. It's XL's fight to win.
It is, and they're going to jump in straight away as they look for the fight. Labrov so low. Special going to get packaged, though, and Milica snipes him off in the backline. Patrik trying to do what he can here. As he jumps onto Comp, he gets him! Patrik with the aggressive plays. Labrov has to flash away, and now NG's running for the wins, trying to get back into his jungle where he was safe before, but Caedrel, the 1,000-pierced bear, will chase him down. Kryze takes the kill, and that fight was all on Patrik.
Yeah, Patrik going super aggressive in the backline so he can fully push out that wave, support the rest of his team, and now actually not even running into that bottom lane. They might just want to start up the Baron right now. That's exactly what they're telling me. But this crucial ward from, you know, Vitality spots Torre walking down in towards the river. Vitality have to know.
Cabo has TP, he needs to join this fight soon. That Baron's going to be ticking down really quickly here. We'll see as Cabochard starts to join the fight. Torre tanking on the front line, puts up the Unbreakable, is able to survive as he jumps out. And the Baron is secured by XL, and Vitality just couldn't find the engage they were looking for.
It's a really nice call there from XL. Again, forgetting about that bottom lane to set up the vision and then set up that Baron play. And Vitality weren't aware of that because their read of the situation was, hey, Kryze picks up the mid wave, then walk back down bot lane. Kryze, that was the first time this entire game he has group. I don't love that XL are trying to play all 3 lanes at the moment because they're opening up engage options towards Vitality. Here they go.
Stormbringer coming in. I'm not sure the turret was caught once again. NG underneath the tower will get taken out. The tower then falls. Torre puts up the Unbreakable once again. A special comes in with the ball just to shield him up a little bit more. And that is all 3 tier 2s are broken. A 7,000 gold lead for XL. And Kryze continues just to push in towers by himself, pulling all of Vitality over. But there's the third.
It was all a ruse. It was all a ruse for XL, baiting Vitality into that false sense of security. Vitality like, oh yeah, we just got the flash off Orianna. If we flip over to the gold, you'll see that he actually has a gold lead over Special in towards mid, which is a big deal, but not quite enough to overtake Kryze. Now we've got to play in the bot lane.
You can see Cabochard and NG trying to fight this one. The subjugate comes down. Milica, I could have taken package and been here a little bit earlier, but I think they're still going to be able to chase down Kryze pretty easily here.
Yeah, but they're going to lose an inhibitor for this. Maybe even 2. It's taking them forever. Look at the man just running away. Look at the move speed. It's too nuts. He can even ult and flash.
Look at the move speed. Look at the plays. Kryze is touching everything. He flashes. He gets the oranges. And Milica doesn't have the package. The cannon barrage going to slow him down. Oh, Kryze. Oh. Get your Pepe laughs out in chat, because this is an oh no moment here for Vitality. They lose mid inhib. They're going to lose top inhib. They lose the fight in a 4v1 situation. And now they're trying to force something in mid. Kryze got out. Destroyed base. Now the package is picked up, and Milica's having none of this. He's like, oh, he's going to TP out. He's going to TP out. He's going to Flash Lantern the pillar. Special was trying to pick up some moves there from Kryze, but couldn't do it himself. Vitality invested towards it, and XL have shown us some good things.
Well, quickly, I've got another for you, because the pit has not been swept out. XL are sitting on a ward inside of this pit, and NG has the flash to try and get in.
Milica doesn't have the package to Shockwave, only hits onto Labrov. It's not really the target you're looking for. Comp will heal up. His arrow is still a third of the way off cooldown. Cabo's clearing out a wave in the bottom lane as he has the teleport to join this fight if he needs. But XL realize they've taken too much damage. They're going to try and get mid-prio, push in this super minion wave, and then look towards the Infernal Dragon.
All right, so let's remember, first Baron of the game. Wait a second.
Here we go. Come on, Vitality. They're doing something proactive, and I love it. They haven't cleared the control ward in the bush. Now Cabochard will spot it out, but that Baron already down to 5,000. There's no jungler here. There's no Caedrel here. Vitality get the Baron, and they get the hook as well. They don't want to fight this, though. They just want to get out with as many Baron buffs as they can. Cabochard face planted once again with his unstoppable onslaught there, but he might just be sacrificed. It looks like Vitality might take the fight though. Torre oversteps, he goes down. The Shockwave! Oh, special! That was a sombrero! And I think we are starting to see some cracks. Some mistakes.
Kryze is in
he got a tower. So what? He got a tower. XL just gave up a Baron, gave up in a lane down towards this bottom lane. Now they don't have any inhibitor towers left. They have none.
Oh no. Oh, I'm actually really worried for XL here because Vitality have such good engage. Every corridor can be a tight corridor when you throw up a Trundle pillar as well. And that's what I really want to hammer home here because the combo's so nicely here. Is Caedrel going to try and turn this one around for a moment?
That's a lot of damage onto Caedrel. Torre going to stand in front of the bear, try and keep him alive for the moment. The Hawk. Currently, they're just trying to wait out this Baron buff. It's still got about a minute left, and they really can't do anything about Vitality constantly pushing in.
Yeah, and remember, XL don't have the best engage.
From his movement speed, how quickly he's getting down that bottom lane, and now they push in. NG's going to be the one to face check Torre. Doesn't hit the Winter's Bite. Decimating smash from across the wall is not going to do too much, but NG actually takes a lot of damage here as Patrik jumps forward, shielded up by the Orianna. Teleport coming in from Kryze as well. XL want this fight.
Okay, so Kryze wants to be here at the start of the fight, which I do like. Here comes the arrow from Comp, but it gets immediately cleansed.
Caedrel.
Torre sitting on that one.
Not in a good position. He's going to jump in, but he might already be dead. Milica can't quite get the auto off now, and Torre's going to step forward. Patrik doing a lot of work. He's dodging around as much as he can, but that was a lot of damage on Caedrel. He's going to have to get back to base, and here comes the train of pain, and Cabochard might be taking the train straight back towards the fountain. Torre too tanky right now. Go on, Cabo, chase him down. Can't quite get there. Torre's going to survive on a sliver of HP. Same with Caedrel, and now Vitality don't really have the opportunity to go in. Milica trying to get onto Patrik, but he's so slippery on this Ezreal, just stealing away from the back of the fight too effectively, too often.
You know, Cabo should have built a Yo moves right there, and that would have been a kill.
Shockwave!
Oh,
that was a special one, Ender. That was a special one right
horribly.
there. Wasn't quite able to connect. Kryze going to step forward into the river here. NG trying to get as much control as he can, but Patrik jumps forward once again. Kryze is on the chase. Patrik clearing out the control with Milica chased off by Special down towards the bottom side. Caedrel can start up this dragon. Cabo still 20 seconds away from respawning. Milica's going to try and heal himself back up as Caedrel gets the dragon. Infernal Soul now sits on them. The True Shot Barrage has been dodged. Comp doing what he can, but he doesn't really have too much mana on this Ashe. Torre stepping to the front line now. He doesn't have the gargoyles. One more order from that Ranger's Quiver will be enough. Gets him down, but Patrik jumps forward. That's the shutdown onto Comp. Milica jumped on by Special, but the hook comes out. Special still gets the shutdown. Labrov's going to fall as well. Chased out by Special. Kryze gets another, and XL find the fight they were looking for.
In a 5.5-year-long fight in that bot lane, River XL finally come out on top. I think they might just be able to end the game right here. Cabo's trying to hold on for his life. He's going to try and pull a Kryze running away from the action, but the difference is his team's base is going down this time.
That's like 40 seconds. Got tooth and nail to try and get back on into this one, but I think XL finally found the fight they were looking for. They find the ace at the end, and they will find their third win in the LEC.
Big win there for XL to knock down Vitality a peg. You know, it was a long burn of a game at the end of the day, but we knew it was gonna be when we saw these comps in XL constantly with the gold advantage throughout that match, from Caedrel's early game performance to Patrik's full-on beast mode in these team fights. It was